Hey, so my kids got pretty keen on shaping a surfboard, fingerboard, so this is their effort on shaping a surfboard. I gave them a lot of help. This is one they did on their own and they said it was more like a skim board. Hey, my name's Ashley Lawrence and this is another video I've made for the process of cutting out the fin boxes and setting them in the surfboard that I'm making. I don't have the right equipment for this, but it's really scary, but kind of enjoyable. So this board that I'm shaping and I'm going to use on the WQS, and I'm going to make these videos as I go. So if you like the videos, it'd be really appreciated if you give them a thumbs up or a like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along on my journey as a professional surfer. Yeah, so enjoy it. Hope it doesn't bore you too much. These are the fins that I'm going to use to set the fin placement on my new stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the angle of the fin and set it up so I have the right angle when I'm placing the fins in. I don't have the right tool for this. This is just a homemade jig that I made last time I set fins in, and I'm really not sure how to make it level. So what I've done is I've just made some cardboard shims and a couple of rubber grips, so when I press down on it when I start the cutting, I think it's in the right spot. Just iron it off to make sure it's sort of level, and when I cut it, it should be. I'm only doing the inside cut of the futures fin, so the outside cut I do freehand. It takes me a long time to get it set up, but hopefully I only have to do it once. It's so fucking scary. And did I do it in the right spot? Fucking knows. I don't know. Yep, now I have to match up the other side the best I can with this one. So what I do is I just turn it all the way around. Do it all exactly the same on this side. and it worked out pretty good, I think. Through the middle I do the same thing. But because of the concaves I have to put the paper on both sides. So I just do paper on this side, paper on this side. Rubber grip on this side, rubber grip on this side. I've got a bunch of marks on here to line the fin up exactly where I want it, so I just you gotta shallow out the router. So the back fin's not as deep, and I nearly forgot, but and I hope it's in the center. Looks pretty good. The two side fins, they got a little bit further out than the marks, but they're even on both sides, so hopefully it's good. Now, to do the shallow part, I just freehand it. I just set the fucking dust. I just set the router to the depth of this, and then I just freehand it because I found that was the easiest to do, and it's all going to be covered in carbon anyhow, so you're not going to be able to see it. So I just set it to the depth of that. Yes, mate? Huh? Hem to Axel?
Ja.
Okay.
Ja.
Alright, hey, you serious? Put the iPad back inside, mate, not out in the rain.
Jag ska ha den.
Okay. No, they're the same. They don't line up with this thing. It's a little bit different. like in 2 millimeters. Somehow I got a ding in the board just here. That's alright. Stoked. Now it's just to glue them in. I've seen guys use Gorilla Glue. When they're putting fins in, and because it's not warm enough to use epoxy, don't really want to use this, but it's raining outside and it says it's 100% watertight, and all it is just a bond. Nah, I use epoxy because now I can fill it up, and I have to filler coat the whole lot of it, so I do it properly and I use epoxy, and I just so I've been thinking of all the different ways that I can glass the board. So I have this carbon, it's one directional, one direction. It's a unidirectional carbon strip that I was going to use on this board to join it together, but it wasn't necessarily the right thing to use because I wanted super amounts of strength. Got 2 meters of this. Okay, no, I don't have 2 meters of it. What I was planning on doing is wrapping this on the rail, like so. Or putting it down the center, like so, to give it even extra strength. But now I got to rethink because I don't have enough. If it was tail to nose and I had enough of this, I would wrap this, just do this on the rail, and then I would have like a unidirectional rail. Now I got to rethink. Or just put it in the center underneath to make it even stronger. I don't know. These questions and more will be answered at a later date. Alright, so now I've cut the fins in, that's it, that's all for today. I'll set the fins when it's a bit warmer out. It's a bit cold now. The epoxy's probably not going to cure for 2 days. Apparently, it doesn't really matter with epoxy as long as it comes up. As long as it comes up to the right temperature, sooner or later, it will always end up curing. So I've heard. Got a few imperfections in it now from running the what's this thing called again? Yep.